today is going to be an interesting day because not only are we going to be working with some cool Create mod stuff, we also might end up making our first actually good build. But yeah, welcome back everyone to the Hardcore Create mod, episode 8 now. We are making so much progress. It's been 2 months. But yeah, so like we're on episode 8 and stuff, but to be fair, we haven't actually done many aesthetic builds. I mean, there's the starter house up there, but that was never really intended to be permanent, and it still really isn't. So yeah, currently we just have a mess of random farms around our world and stuff, and like it's not very aesthetic. I'll admit, I'm not too proud of that. But anyway, so what are we actually doing today? Well, first of all, I need to check this. That is a lot of mangrove wood. Okay. But yeah, so what are we doing today? Because last episode, we built this really nice little tree farm here that absolutely sucks, but it's my design, so of course it's gonna suck, and also I'm proud of it. However, this farm, you might remember, I mentioned that it took all of my redstone. Literally, every single bit of redstone I had is gone. You know, like it got used in the hopper clocks, it got used in this safety system and everything. It's all just gone. And that is what I want to fix today, so I should go and grab my bed. I want to make a farm for redstone, which is a bit of an interesting idea because partially we can't do that. As far as I'm aware, we can't make an automatic farm, at least not at this time, because we just simply don't have the resources for that. However, we can still make something that's going to get us redstone out of other things, which I will happily explain in a second. Just first of all, I need some more bread. And also, we're gonna head off back this way because this is a mining project and therefore should probably be done in our mining district. Ow! That's the 5th time in this world. I keep getting jabbed by pufferfish as I go past. So yes, welcome back to our wonderful mining district, which like, oh, I gotta clear this place up, man. Look at it, it's just a mess. We've got half the stuff from the old I could use all of this. How much andesite alloy and cogs and everything are just sat here. But yes, welcome back to our mining district and stuff where we have our wonderful little mine shaft and everything like that. Where today, we might actually add another building here, which I'm really excited about because if we actually do that, it is going to look cool, hopefully. I have a really cool idea for it. It's based off of something that already looks good, so I'm hoping we can get something that's good itself. So, how are we going to make a redstone farm? Well, the wonderful mod of JEI here is going to tell us. So, redstone dust, like a lot of other things, can be gathered in several different ways. Obviously, there's crafting from blocks and everything. There's the ores, there's stuff like that. You also have bulk blasting, which again is just done with ores, but then you have bulk washing. And bulk washing is an interesting one because it doesn't require redstone in the first place. Bulk washing requires raw iron, which frankly is much easier to get than redstone. So of course, I think it would be worth looking into how we actually get this crushed raw iron. And of course, it's quite obvious. We need a crushing wheel. Now, the thing is with crushing wheels is we haven't had access to these for ages because they require this. They require a 5x5 crafting grid. So, how do we make this? Brass casing. I'm going to assume, right, okay, so it's a brass ingot and stuff like that. That is about what I expected. Now, the other thing with this is how does the mechanical crafter work? This is interesting. So, an array of mechanical crafters can be right. So, it has to be placed. For a valid path, all stuff has to converge at one exit. Okay. Interesting. Right. Okay, now it's also looking like we're going to need a wrench for this. And the wrench is something that you guys have been telling me to get for ages, and I've just been ignoring it because I haven't seen a use for it. But it looks like we are finally going to need to make one. Are you guys happy now? You've been telling me to get this thing for absolutely ages. Literally like episode 2. Right, okay, so gold sheet, cogwheel, and a stick. That is really really cheap. Why have I not got this yet? Now is also a good time to note that I have left all of my resources back over there. As you can tell, I'm very organized this episode. Genuinely, I love episodes like this though, where I just get to work stuff out. Honestly, it's really fun. I genuinely recommend it. Like, if you don't know Create Mod, just go and start learning it. Just start up a world and start learning everything. It's really fun. Like, don't go watch tutorials and everything. Just actually learn it in the game. Right, okay, so let's finally make this wrench. So, what was it? It was that, and that. Right, okay, there we go. Multi-purpose tool for working with kinetic contraptions, rotates components, relocates assembled minecart and train-based contraptions. Okay, looks useful. Can't believe you guys didn't tell me to get this sooner. But anyway, right, so the other thing we needed was the mechanical crafter and stuff. And of course, to get the crushing wheel, it was a 5x5 grid minus the corners and stuff. So that's gonna need, I can do maths, hold on, 21. Right, so we gotta make this 7 times. Do I even have, I don't have redstone. Oh no. I can't make the electron tubes. How else can I get you? Oh. Is there no other way? There's no other way to get that. Oh, have I got to go mining? Have I got to go mining just to get redstone to make my farm to make more redstone? That's not fair. I didn't want to go mining. God, this is probably going to kill me. Right, okay, I guess we're going back over... I just sunk my boat. Okay, I guess we're going back over to the mining district. This whole episode is gonna be me ping-ponging back and forth here. I hate this so much. Like, the whole reason I want a farm for this is because it feels like there is no redstone in this world, like in any of the caves. However, there is definitely a supply of iron. The whole reason I wanted to come through here. Oh, I should grab zinc, actually, now that I know it's useful. Oh, that is not something I want to see whilst I'm digging. Leave that for the nether episode. I should actually grab some iron as well now that I know that it's going to need to be washed to get the redstone. Yeah, I see redstone down there, but I also see a lot of mobs, and that is death. I don't like death, not in hardcore. Not that I like it in not hardcore either. I'm sorry, that's just in the middle of the bit down there. Why is this just in the path? That's... no. Oh, hello, buddy. How are you doing? Oh, you've seen me. Oh, okay. I don't want to be in the middle of a firefight with a creeper as well. Is that enough? 8 times 7, 56. Yep, we've got enough. Okay, let's go. I don't want to be here any longer than I need to. Wait. Whoa, hold on. There's cobblestone here. That's a skeleton spawner. Dude, wait. That's useful. Oh, you could be such a good mob farm. Ooh. Dude, that's so close as well. It's literally just around the corner. How did I never notice that? Right, okay, we're back over here, and I should have a bunch of brass somewhere as well. I didn't use it all. Let's see, is it in this chest here? Yep. Oh, and the sandpaper as well. The sandpaper's useful. In fact, I'm gonna need some more of it. Right, okay, so if we just put this down here for now, so the shape that it needed was something like this. So then just another row here and 3 on top. Give me that back. Right, something like that. Okay, and then what was the recipe for it? Oh, that's a lot of andesite alloy. Oh, wait, we should also use the wrench here. Right, okay, so I actually want all of these to face towards this exit. So I think that's correct. A little difficult to work out. I'm pretty sure I've got that. And actually, I do have a deployer somewhere. I made one ages ago and then never used it. And the question is, where would I have put it? Something tells me in here. No? Dude, where did I put this thing? Is it up here for some reason? Dude. Where's my deployer? I legitimately don't know where it is. Okay, I guess I'll make another one. Oh, not a deployer, a depot. That's what I'm looking for. I mean, it's cheap. I'm just wondering where on earth the one I had is. I know I had one, and I'm not exactly the person to throw stuff away, as seen in all of my chests. Oh, I bet it's over there. Right, okay, so I put a deployer there, right? So then it's andesite alloy around the edge, then some wood, a stone block, and something tells me I'm not quite gonna be able to get away with using a hand crank on it yet. Is a water wheel gonna work on it? 2 water wheels. Nothing's gonna beat that. Really? Come on, surely 3 is enough. There we go. Is that going the correct way? It is. Okay. Oh, dude, that is fun to watch. Look at that go. Oh, I like how it, like, actually builds the shape and everything as well. That's so cool. So there we go. We get the crushing whip. Oh, that's cool. And no, give it. Come on. Let me get it. Give it to me. There we go. Okay, the wonderful crushing wheel. Right, I assume this has to be both of them powered. Yep, looks like it. And of course, they have to be powered in opposite directions as well. Okay, this looks easy enough to set up. Right, okay, so we've done a little bit of messing around, and we sort of know how to craft stuff now. This is fun. I like this. But we've done some messing around, and we sort of have everything we need at this point. So I think it's about time we get to work on this farm. But the thing is, so this farm, I'm not going to design it with pure efficiency in mind. I want to make this actually look cool, which does mean it's gonna take like twice the amount of resources. You know, like who cares about that? So as I said with the wonderful mining town over here, I mentioned that I have some inspiration that I am taking from. That inspiration is the town of Ansburg in Red Dead Redemption 2. I really love the look of it, and I love the sort of conveyor belt thing that goes across the roadway. And the thing is, I sort of want to see if I can do something like that, but also make it a massive item sorter. Because of course, last time we learned about smart chutes and everything, and I worked out how these work. And essentially, they're a 1-block item filter, which is really cool. So I want to see if I can make some sort of building, because if you remember, in this mine shaft, we actually have this little minecart and stuff that drops a bunch of stuff in this chest. I want to see if basically we can take all of the resources from mining, sort them into different categories. So I don't know, stuff that needs to be blasted, stuff that needs to be washed, put it all on a bunch of different conveyor belts doing a bunch of different stuff, and then basically drop it off in some sort of building like a massive storage room. That seems like a really cool idea to me, and it's the exact sort of project which is kind of insane and something that I would love to take on. So yeah, I think with that, that's enough rambling, and I want to sort of get to doing some stuff with absolutely no plan, by the way. I have no idea what I'm gonna be doing here, so you're probably gonna see me taking this apart and rebuilding it several times, but I want to see if I can design something cool here, and if I can, this is gonna be a really cool project. So yeah, with that, let's get to work. Working on this for now, but this project is far from done. As you can see, I have already got some stuff marked out for future expansion on it, but for now, we have what we need. And this is fun. You guys are gonna get to see a massive project come along here. So as you can see, so far, we have this weird building here. This, as I said, is based off the town of Ansburg in Red Dead Redemption 2. However, of course, that that is based off of very real stuff, and you can still go to buildings like this. They do still exist. Obviously, not all of them are functional, but like, you know, the tours exist. Now, I don't know what the name for this building is, or even if it has a name. However, I can sort of explain what they do, and basically, they take resources from the mine, and they transport them up here over the top, so you can still have like paths and buildings down there. Because remember, in mining towns and stuff, they're not really that well put together. They're cheap infrastructure for cheap labor. But yeah, so you would have these buildings with like bridges going right across the roads and the buildings and everything like that. And they would essentially lead into either other buildings, which could be like storage houses, or it could be like, I don't know, something using the coal. Honestly, they could be connected to any building, really. But the main thing to note about them, and what I personally think makes them really cool, is essentially that bridge going over the top with the conveyor belts on it. And yeah, that's basically what we have replicated over here. However, of course, our one is gonna be a little more automatic. Of course, you can't exactly make a stone farm in real life. But yeah, so I guess the big question is, how is all of this going to work and stuff? Well, this bit I won't explain yet. That can wait until like next episode, probably. However, I can explain what is going on in here, because this is actually very simple, and I can actually kind of give you a bit of an example. So, if we come around here into our actual mining area, obviously we've got this minecart. This was put here ages ago, basically just to help me easily transport resources, and then it all goes into this chest. Coming out the back of this chest, we have this conveyor belt, which is now taking all of the resources. And this is where the fun stuff begins. So obviously it's quite slow right now, and actually, fun fact, this is being powered with 10 massive water wheels behind here. It didn't need 10, however, I just figured I might as well power it as much as I can now, so that I probably won't need to later. But anyway, so if we watch this iron go past, as you just saw, it disappeared. The reason why is because we have these wonderful smart chutes here, and what it is doing is it's going, oh, there's iron above me, and it takes it all the way over here into a wonderful crusher. And side note, by the way, I love these crushers. Oh, they're just so cool. It's like they just crush resources and they spit out stuff. It's really awesome. But you might be wondering, well, why sort of put this on a separate conveyor belt and stuff? Why are we separating stuff? And especially once it gets up here, why are there two? Well, this is because we can actually do several different things with the resources we're gathering, obviously. So, for example, with the iron and the zinc and the copper and even the cobblestone, because remember, you can get iron from it, all of that stuff might as well just be chucked into a crusher and then the resources can be spat out. However, the important thing to note there is the resources that you get from that can be washed. Unlike the rest of the resources which we're going to be gathering here, which instead can be blasted. And that is why we have these two separate conveyor belts. We've got one which is going to take stuff to be washed, and then the other one is going to lead into a bulk blaster. Hence why we need to separate it, because otherwise, well, we're just gonna burn everything. Also, something I would just quickly like to state, I really love this stuff. The little nuggets of experience that you can get is just really cool. You just like pop it and then there we go, you've got a little bit more XP. I don't know, I just find it neat. But yeah, so that is our progress working with the create mod stuff today, I think, because this is a big project which like could honestly take up an entire series if I wanted. Obviously I'm not gonna make it take that long, but like, you know, I don't want to do it all in one go. But yeah, this is a massive addition to our mining area and stuff, and genuinely I'm really excited to work on the next bit, kind of because I want to work with the dangerous fire stuff. You know, like, I know it damaged me last episode and stuff, but like, why is there cobblestone everywhere? Oh my god, wait, this chest is full with gravel. Oh, I disabled the, oh, Yeah, so I needed some wood earlier. Oh, that was convenient timing. I needed some wood earlier, so, yeah, I hooked up this whole thing to just cut down some trees. Except I did that by disconnecting the fan, and, yeah, I forgot to disable the drills with it. As a matter of fact, though, this contraption can probably be gone soon as well. I want to move that into here. You know, I don't really want a massive, ugly iron farm just sitting out in the front. So, yeah, at some point, we're gonna take that, probably compress it even more, and then just chuck it in there. But yeah, this is a massive addition to the mining town and stuff. I'm so excited to see where it goes. And it's definitely not done and stuff. Like, I think the building could do some work. I added some texturing with, like, a mixture of the planks and the stripped logs. It's like, it can definitely do with some work, but for where it is right now, I really like it. Especially since currently I'm just trying to get stuff functioning first. But yeah, if you want to see where this massive project goes, then stick around. Especially since once it's done, we're probably gonna get some trains.